For the first time since 1988, the Los Angeles Dodgers are World Series champions. And in recent years, we've seen the Dodgers get so close to winning the World Series that they just needed one more piece to finally win that World Series championship that they have been hunting for the last 32 years. And that one piece was Mookie Betts. Acquiring him in the off season is what I believe propelled the Dodgers to winning the World Series, as Mookie Betts was a big difference maker throughout the season and in the playoffs and in this World Series too, despite Corey Seager winning World Series MVP. And the Dodgers, they were the favorite to win the World Series ever since the season began. While the Rays, could this be a one-season wonder? Or will we see the Rays back to making deep postseason runs starting next season? I mean, their bullpen, I think, can get them into a deep playoff run for years to come. But I just think that they need to get some hitters. The Dodgers, they were the superior team throughout the playoffs and in this World Series. The Rays were significant underdogs, but you got to give the Rays credit. They really fought hard in this World Series, despite being the inferior team on paper. They held their own against the Dodgers, I believe. And the Dodgers, they appear to be the favorite in 2021 as well. Could I see the Dodgers winning this World Series again next season? Yes, but as history shows, it's really difficult to make it back to the World Series after winning it the previous year. And for the Rays, I'd say maybe about 4 or 5 years down the line, maybe we can see them in the World Series again. It wouldn't surprise if we saw them back before that either. But Rays manager Kevin Cash is going to have to answer the question so many times on why he decided to pull Blake Snell tonight in the 6th inning after only giving up 2 hits. It seemed as if after Blake Snell got pulled in the game, that is what really cost the Rays this game and the World Series. Because if you were able to survive elimination tonight and force that Game 7, who knows what could have happened in Game 7, especially with Justin Turner, with what happened to him. So who knows what could have happened in Game 7. But overall for this World Series, I would say it was a good World Series. I'd say it's one of the better ones that we've seen. It was a lot better than Dodgers Red Sox a couple of years ago, where the Red Sox absolutely obliterated the Dodgers in 5 games, back when Mookie Betts was on the Red Sox. And Game 4, I would say that was the best ending, well, the craziest ending to a World Series game that I've ever seen. And I don't care what anybody says, even though there's some debates going on out there, if this championship should have an asterisk next to it because it was only a 60-game season. Honestly, I think that this championship, I would say it's the most well-earned championship in the history of Major League Baseball. With 60 games only in the regular season, with the expanded playoffs, there was a lot less room for error, and the most consistent team in the league was going to win the World Series, and that was the Dodgers, because they were the most consistent team in Major League Baseball this year. So I think that this was the hardest season the MLB has ever had, because the margin for error was smaller than it ever has been. And having to really fight in a 16-team playoff, back when we're used to the wild card, we're used to seeing teams get some time before they started their first playoff series. So yes, this was the most difficult season Major League Baseball's ever had. And the 2020 Dodgers, they're the most deserving World Series champions that I have ever seen. Now, can the Dodgers possibly be that next MLB franchise that dominates the baseball world for years to come? just by the history of baseball. In the early 1900s, the Red Sox were very dominant. We've seen the Yankees be dominant. We even saw the Braves be a little bit dominant by making it to a handful of World Series during the 90s. We've even seen the Giants win every other year during the early 2010s. So this, I think this is going to propel the Dodgers to winning more World Series championships. And with Mookie Betts being on the Dodgers for at least the next 12 years, I say the Dodgers are going to win at least 2, maybe 3 more World Series championships within maybe the next 10 to 12 years. But we'll see. As far as the early look for 2021, the Dodgers appear to be the favorite, and the Yankees are probably the favorite to represent the American League in next year's World Series. I mean, people could say the Astros, but I think the Astros are going to lose too many pieces in free agency to really compete with the Yankees or even the A's. The A's could surprise some people. For the National League, Dodgers, obviously, as I said a moment ago. We'll see what the Braves are capable of. We will definitely see. As the Dodgers and Braves, they seem to be the two superior teams in the National League. But the Dodgers are world champions for the first time since 1988. That's all I'm going to address on that. I'm just happy that Clayton Kershaw finally got his World Series ring. I don't think there's an athlete, well, not only a MLB player, but an athlete in general that has deserved a championship ring more than Clayton Kershaw. And I'm happy that he finally got his championship ring.